evening, good evening, good evening. And thank you for tuning in for Get Into It with Taz and Chris. But it's not just us. We have a lovely special guest, D-Mac.
Yeah.
So before we jump into tonight's topics, sad heart, I do have to inform you all, coming from the Los Angeles Times, 3 people killed in shooting at Tulsa Medical Building, Oklahoma police say. 3 people were killed Wednesday in a shooting at a Tulsa Medical Building on hospital campus, a police captain said. Captain Richard Muhlenberg, sorry if I mispronounced your name, confirmed the number of dead. Muhlenberg said the shooter also was dead. It was unclear how the shooter died. There's a slight update. It appears that it was a self-inflicted gun wound. Story is still developing, and I do know someone who is pretty close to the scene, so if they give any other updates, I will inform you all. Also, before we jump into the topic, for the first time ever, tomorrow there will be a pre-recorded bonus episode that will be available starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to go over the topics I didn't cover last night, the topics that were supposed to be covered tonight, because we weren't quite sure if the verdict was going to be reached today. Let's see. Hey, Brittany. So let's jump into the first thing, because we're going to break this down till we get to the verdict. Little Miss Kate Moss, because Johnny Depp is actually on tour in the UK with the band. Let me tell y'all what Kate Moss has been up to. Watch this clip.
Good morning. It's day 3 of deliberation, and I thought I should let you guys know, in case you haven't heard already, many news sources have confirmed that Kate Moss was at Johnny Depp's show last night. And of course, the dating rumors have begun. But I'm not buying that. I do think that she just went out there to support him, and I think that's very sweet. And apparently he considered her his special guest. I will be keeping you guys up to date on the verdict, so check back in a little.
Love you, Johnny! We love you, Johnny! We love... Hey, Johnny, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I love you.
Now, a lot of people throughout the day leading up to the verdict were like, oh my God, Johnny's not there for the reading of the verdict, It doesn't matter. The jury had no idea that they were there, and here's an attorney breaking this down before we crack it.
So I'm sitting here waiting for the verdict to come in, and people are going, why isn't Johnny Depp there? Does it look bad? The jury deliberated without knowing if Johnny Depp was there or not, assuming they stayed off social media. And so it doesn't matter if it looks good or bad. It doesn't have any impact. He was there when it would have mattered to the jury, theoretically. And many of my clients, not the majority want to be there, but many do not want to be there. It's stressful. It keeps their mind in it. They wait for a phone call. Obviously, Johnny Depp won't have to wait for a phone call because he'll probably be watching. But so no, it has zero impact either way, whether either of these two parties are there. They were there during the court when it mattered, during trial.
Okay, I got nothing. On my end, it's all freezing up. So.
Okay, well, we'll get into...
And now I don't see these.
Now, before the verdict was read, 24 hours or so beforehand, according to the independent.co.uk, Elon Musk weighs in on Johnny Depp trial against Amber Heard. Heard and Musk are believed to have dated on and off between 2016 and 2018. Elon Musk weighed in on the contentious trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, saying that, I hope they both move on at their best. They are each incredible. Now, it has been highly rumored and speculated that the reason why he said that is because while he was dating Amber Heard, she was putting together these parties for him, and evidently she got footage, allegedly, of him with an underage individual, hence why he's making all these anonymous donations for her and paying for certain people's legal bills.
Right.
But let's get into the verdict. Here we go.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. Proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer.
Now, according to what she said, she had the jury polled, and this is the jury poll.
Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 15.
Yes.
Juror number 16.
Yes.
Juror number 22. Yes. Juror number 27. Juror number 29.
Yes.
All right, I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous.
I don't have an issue on my end.
The verdict is as such. $15 million was awarded to Depp. It has been, as of right now, because they do have one more court date coming up regarding this later in the month, admitted to the statutory maximum for the state of Virginia, with the trial took place at $350,000. The $10 million for compensatory, $5 million for units of damages. $2 million was awarded to Heard due to the statements made by Johnny Depp's UK attorney. Keep this in mind. They did not find that he said or did anything abusive to her. It is simply because one of the jury instructions was that because at the time Walden was Johnny Depp's attorney, that his words could be used as Johnny Depp's words. But nobody ever asked him if he told this attorney this. The attorney said, no, this is just what I witnessed. This is how I felt about the situation. This is what I spoke of. Heard will owe, even with everything else, it's estimated $8.25 million overall, even if they reduce everything. Like I said before, there's one more court date regarding the awards of money later this month. Amber Heard does have additional legal woe because she did perjure herself on the stand, which proves that she perjured herself in the UK trial. And do not forget, Australia is now reinvestigating her because of her scandal with smuggling dogs into the country. And then her yeah.
No, continue. I'm just got my hand up. So once you finish, I'm gonna talk.
Her post verdict statement, which was delivered virtually immediately by a spokesperson, was basically a doppelganger of her op-ed, and the op-ed just cost her $15 million. Like, she's still tripling down. And as the quickness of the statement that was given was almost as if she expected to lose. So go ahead.
So she was smuggling in dogs.
Well, in Australia, if you bring in dogs, they have to be quarantined for 10 days. She lied as if the dogs were not with her. She got busted. And she lied, and she had the founder of Elysium aka her sister Whitney's former boss, write a character reference letter. Basically, she manipulated this woman to putting her whole reputation on the line to get her out of fines and jail time in Australia.
Girl, I tell you.
No, absolutely positively not. She did not learn anything. In the description of this video is a blog with my feelings on it, because I called today the day that White Women Tears did not win.
Oh, shameless plug. In the next coming days, I'm going to be doing a Law and Order inspired episode, just like I did with Kyle Rittenhouse. So if you follow me on TikTok, it's DMAC5X5, and I think y'all gonna love it.
Oh, good plug. I say just give Amber some gift card and call it a day.
She gonna need them. She gonna need them. We're gonna get to her net worth towards the end. But
Oh, did it go down?
here's it wasn't that much to begin with.
I know.
But the post, excuse me, let's start with Johnny Depp's post verdict statement. False, very serious, and criminal allegations were levied at me via media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content, although no charges were ever brought against me. It had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had, excuse me, a seismic impact on my life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. My decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after considerable thought.
And we still love you, Johnny. We still love you. Hey, Kiki.
Except for Lone Ranger. That's it.
So, what do you all feel about his statement? And I do want to point out, and I'm glad he pointed it out in his statement, because this is crucial. Let me go back, because I'm going to quote it directly, because I don't want to paraphrase. Because there are appeals that are forthcoming, and I don't want nobody going, well, he said that. No, this is what he said. Although no charges were ever brought against me. Because even when she went to go get that temporary restraining order, which was just a photo op,
a high class photo op.
Just like I don't understand how she got. I don't understand how she got the restraining order with no police report.
Because because I could have sworn, correct me if I'm wrong, because you were watching the whole time, that they said that the police were called to the residence twice. The first time they didn't find nothing.
Here, okay. There was one incident, and this is what brought up the remarks from the attorney. There was one incident where it's not clear if Amber called the police or one of her friends called the police, but the police showed up. There was no destruction to anything in the penthouse. There were no markings on anybody's body, no bruises, no scratches, no cuts. Wasn't nobody crying, wasn't nobody disheveled. They basically looked just like me sitting there, like, okay, what? So the cops were like, we don't see that a crime was committed at all. There's no struggle, no nothing. So they left. In a very short time period, cops are called back. There's wine up against the wall. There's broken glasses. Now all of a sudden there's bruises. Still no Johnny. No Johnny was there before when the first call happened. No Johnny was there afterward. There's cameras all over the entrance and exits to this penthouse. There's cameras in the elevator. He's nowhere on this camera, but miraculously, I guess his essence came to whoop her ass. I don't know.
It's called Fight Club. One-on-one.
Even still, no police report. Right. No police report was made. They just wrote up a little thing saying, hey, we had to come here again. This is what happened. Nobody wanted to file any charges. We still don't know what's going on. That's right. Still doesn't look right.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
Right. And it's, to me, what was described was if some teenagers threw a wild party at their parents'
That's what it
house
sounds like.
home early. It didn't sound like, I've been in a domestic abuse situation. Chris was my friend through the domestic abuse situation. I had a moment where my home was trashed, legitimately on my birthday. I showed, because it got to the point where I had to take pictures and put those said pictures on social media in order to protect myself, because I was in a pretty racist town at that point, because the cops weren't believing me even with the damage that I had. But I had damages to my person, and the damages in my home, you could tell there was a tussle. Like the coffee table was broken because I was thrown on it.
That's not the only thing broken.
Yeah, but you could Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You could tell where my body hit the coffee table.
You could tell there was a hurricane in there.
Like, who's whooping your behind and throw it? Like, if somebody says they're standing, I was standing in front of them to hit them, why is the wine to the left of me on the wall? Because if I'm trying to hit you and you've been in front of me the whole time, why am I throwing it on here? And then when she was like, I was on the floor and I was wondering, why is the carpet so dirty? What? I've been tossed on the floor. I wasn't worried about the condition of the carpet. And then when she was like, I thought my nose was broken. Girl, you had a full face of makeup. I've had bruises. It hurt. You're not putting anything on your face. And as bad as my eczema is, and D-Mac can tell you, woo, baby, when you get a flare-up, you want that comfort. You go get your creams and you put it on. I couldn't put nothing on my face for days with just bruises.
Let me explain something. And I want y'all, all the interwebs, to listen very carefully. Eczema is not your best friend. It's not. I wouldn't wish this disease on the devil. That's how bad it is. You feel like you want to scratch off your entire skin when you have a flare-up. So I'm not equating that to bruises, but you're not putting anything on that to aggravate it even the more. Because if you got a cheek bruise, now I bruise very easily. I do. Like, you will see it on my skin if I get a bruise. Even if I'm not paying attention and I do something, it'll bruise. And it's not a bad thing. It's just my blood vessels just react quickly to anything that happens to my skin. So whatever. If I had to cover that up, I would have to wait a good maybe 2 to 3 days before, so that swelling can go down before I can put anything on that.
You know what it's like to have eczema. I have eczema. Now, you know how much you want that relief. So when your doctor prescribes you a good cream, you want to put it on there. When you get a bruise and you can't even put cream on that relieves you from your skin ailment, how you gonna put makeup on top of it and concealer? And let's not forget, the concealer palette she claimed to use came out a whole year after she got divorced. And when she went to go get the TPO, that bruise showed up out of nowhere, fresh to death, 6 days after the last time she had contact with it. But let's not forget, she gave a statement. I'm gonna let it roll.
She also gave doo-doo on the ground.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that too. But I'm gonna let hers roll, and I have the full statement.
Put the herd turd.
So here we go.
Is beyond words. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. She goes on to say, I believe Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that he won in the UK. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right that I thought I had as an American to speak freely.
Okay, there's some misquotes in there. This is why I took screen grabs of everything I could as they were going through the verdict. I'm not putting them up on the screen because the way I took the screen grabs, trust me, y'all wouldn't be able to see it. I was taking it from my eyes, and I took the screen grabs when I had no glasses on. So y'all already know.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
But here's her full statement.
Mm-hmm.
Disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. That's literally what it says, is to be taken
Oh
seriously.
no! I'm not saying that, Chris. Just
No, no,
calm
no.
down, because you're looking red.
No, I'm just saying that because I just realized
I
that
am.
it didn't say not to be taken seriously. Like she's contradicting herself. I
Yes.
believe Johnny's attorneys succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. I'm sad I lost this case, but I'm okay. Um, Let me clarify something real quick and then I'll open the floor up to you, gentlemen. She didn't win in the UK. Johnny Depp did not sue her in the UK. Johnny Depp sued the Sun, the tabloid in the UK. The only reason he lost that case is number one, they're a tabloid, and number two, they didn't falsify anything that Amber told them. See these little legal loopholes? But since Amber did perjure herself, we don't know what's going to come out of that. But you all's thoughts on
Right.
this? I'll round up the end.
Right.
So, go ahead, Chris. I'm chewing anyway.
So she's so she's looking for her little piece of victory in some form. Grabbing at straws, and once again, she's not at all looking at Amber Heard for what she did. So, not surprising. I mean, this whole thing has revealed a lot of playing victim, getting sympathy,
Which white women are
these
good
things
at.
that didn't work. I mean, no, she wasn't rounding up, the women against the men in this trial.
See, women
She really thought she was going to play the separating the gender roles, and no.
Yeah,
I mean,
women were like,
knew
no, we're not
just
feeling
as many
that.
women that were, looking at her sideways.
So I'm gonna say this, ma'am. You have been in a protected class for a very long time. That protected class has sat there and has ate off of everybody else. And at this particular point, the mother is about to push them out of the nest. At this point, she needs to just push it out. Just push them out. You survive on your own. Because at this particular point, y'all made black women sit there and kowtow to y'all for the last couple of centuries that we've had interactions with each other. Y'all mad about their hair, so you made her cover it up. You're mad about their bodies, and now you try to imitate. You're mad that they come up with genius ideas, so you decide to emulate them, and then not give them the credit that they're due. We're tired. We're tired of this. So the fact that you're thinking that, oh, this is a setback for me, no, baby, it's a setback for you, as you didn't prove anything credible for what you were trying to say. And let's be real, people are still going to judge you on your past experiences with other people. So it's not just Johnny that they were looking at. They were looking at your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend.
Nobody really knows. Some reports say ex-girlfriend, some just say ex-partner, some say ex-wife. So I just go with ex-partner because I don't know.
It simplifies it. They're judging because you did say that. Is she not a little bit? She's Asian a little bit. Some to expect.
She's ethnic in some way, but I do not know.
So I'm just like, you're sitting here acting like the multiple things that you have done to other people were not going to play a factor in this case. People are still going to remember that you had a fight in an airport with that woman.
Let's
People are
not
still
forget
going
the airport employee, when she heard the testimony, found a way to contact Johnny Depp's legal team and said, hey, I was there. I was the one that called the police. I was the one that saw what happened. She volunteered herself. Now, she was taken aback because she figured she wouldn't be on camera. Because, sometimes they do have witnesses that we don't see on camera in certain trials, which I can understand because she still works for that airline. If Amber Heard were to go through the airline again or one of Amber Heard's sycophants, this woman could be in danger.
Of course.
But I'm going to say this. Let's break this down. Number one, there was no mountain of evidence in favor of Amber Heard. Amber
That's
Heard's
what I'm saying.
own witnesses, number one, didn't look like they were there. Number two, admitted they were no longer friends with her because of something so egregious she did. They no longer wanted to be around her. Number three, everyone said they never saw any physical or verbally abusive anything coming from Johnny Depp. Number four, Amber Heard's sister was busted in 4K saying that Amber has always been the aggressor and Amber and their father used to abuse her. Amber's sister also sat in that courtroom looking like a very disheveled, battered wife. Even today, the disparaging differences, and I know that if you got some coin, you are not responsible on putting that coin on family members. But trust and believe, if I was involved in such a high profile case, you think I'm not going to have my brothers match me as we're going into court? And I'm not talking color matchy. I'm talking about if I'm going in there dressed to the nines, so are my brothers. My brothers are not about to come in there in a long sleeve t-shirt and some washed out black jeans, looking like a U-Haul lesbian. Some of y'all will get that reference, some of y'all won't.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
But she's sitting here still trying to cosplay the life of a domestic violence victim. No, ma'am. Not on my watch. And also, hold on, let me say this. She's reminding me very much of little Miss Chelsea Hart from the Woundland saga on TikTok.
Wait. I got to get the tissue.
Hold on. Outside of her quoting Chelsea one day on the stand. Yeah, I caught that, little Miss Hurdy Turd. How much you want to bet Amber Heard is going to disappear because she just bought a house that's off the grid? She's going to disappear for a little while and reemerge as an uber conservative Christian GOP member because all of a sudden she's turned this, I need my voice back. I need Johnny to leave me alone. But last night you were all over the interwebs. You were all over the interwebs antagonizing Johnny Depp. I can't believe you won't be here for the reading. Girl, the jury can't see what you're doing. They already deliberated. They already made their mind up. But now that she's making this a free speech issue, we know where she's going to go. There's no place else to go. But we do have a new ad. We just have one of two ads. The other ad, hopefully, we will have tomorrow. I'm having issues with the server. But let's get to that. We'll see you all in 2 and 2. And then we're going to finish breaking down why the ACLU needs to drop Amber Heard. And the petition is in the description of this video. See you in 2 and 2. get on me in the comment section. I did not dress that woman. I did not dress her. But okay, wait a minute. Y'all gonna understand why I'm laughing right now. Okay. Coming from meow.com. Sorry. Inner nerd coming out. Sorry. Disgrace to women's rights. Petition to cancel Amber Heard as ACLU ambassador costs 70K signature. Like I said, in the description of this video is a link to the petition. Please join me in signing it. A petition has been launched calling Amber Heard's status as ACLU's women's rights ambassador to vote. As the defamation trial between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp is near its conclusion, Depp fans lodged the petition on change.org, which read, "Remove Amber Heard as ACLU ambassador of women's rights." It has been signed by 76,381 participants as of today. Oh yeah, ACLU, if you're watching, I forgot that we were supposed to have a scheduled call at 6 o'clock, so that's why I kept it 9. Y'all called, I just do it right now, but I'll be back with you. I forgot, and because of a certain someone, I've been getting a lot of weird calls. But let's go into how she got that ambassadorship. It's because she pledged a certain amount of donations that she never came through with. They only got a fraction of what she promised, and evidently she didn't promise them. We're gonna deep dive into this. Let's take a look at this clip, and then we're gonna come back to another article. Here we go.
Wanted nothing.
She has not donated $3.5 million as of today to the ACLU. True? True.
I'm guessing she's regretting that op-ed now. Meet Johnny Depp. You loved him in the first 2 Pirates movies, liked him in the 3rd, tolerated him in the 4th, and there was a 5th Pirate movie? Watch as one of the greatest actors of his generation falls head over balls for the dumb chick that dies in the beginning of Zombieland. Amber Heard, a soul-stealing succubus from the darkest lair of Texas, pretending to be a human woman.
I'm a human being.
With the full support of the mainstream media and a legal dream team, marvel at the mountains of evidence they'll use to try and destroy the legacy of America's favorite pirate.
Because you brought muffins. The muffins? Muffins.
Muffins? Is this lady even a real lawyer?
Can you stop talking about the muffins? I'm trying.
Hearsay.
Hearsay, Your Honor. Hearsay, Your Honor. Move to strike this as hearsay, Your Honor.
Alpacas. Vaping witnesses. Couch.
I want couch.
Dots. ... Mega pints. Staged photos. Posed photo op. The Umbrella Man.
I was Umbrella Guy.
Umbrella guy.
Memes.
My dog stepped on a bee.
Lawyers objecting to their own questions.
Dr. Kipper told me he'd sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection. Hearsay.
Wait, you asked the question.
Oh.
Depp throat.
That's hearsay, I guess.
Knives. Amber Turd. Dr. Hottie. Dr. Huge Lies Hughes. Dr. Doc Brown Doofenshmirtz. Jack Nicholson. Draco Malfoy. Oh, faces. Elevator video booty calls. Eye rolling. Lying about eye rolling.
I'm not sitting in this courtroom snickering. I'm not sitting in this courtroom laughing, smiling, and making snide jokes. I'm not.
Lies about donating to charity.
You testified under oath, quote, "The entirety of my divorce settlement was donated to charity," end quote. That statement wasn't true.
It is true. I pledged the entirety to charity.
Pledges.
I use pledge and donation synonymous with one another. They
But I
the same
don't.
thing.
Ironically, she has a little difficulty crying, acting-wise.
Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. Bring your mega pints and keep your dog away from the bees.
First of all, I forgot she died at the beginning of Zombieland. I love the movie Zombieland.
I think I missed a lot of good stuff tonight. All the videos froze on my side.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tonight. I had none of them play right except for maybe one. Don't know it.
I'm sorry.
It just froze. So all of them. So, I don't know. Technical issues.
Yeah, this show is plagued with technical issues.
So
Reporting us. I forgot she was at the beginning of Zombieland. And as many times as I've watched Zombieland, because I love me some Woody Harrelson, and I said I didn't know what movie she was in because I honestly did not know who she was until she started making accusations against Johnny Depp because I didn't even pay any attention to her for real in the first Aquaman. Because if you know, you know. I don't miss him.
Was she in the Justice League movie too? That was a different actress?
I don't recall her in any of these things.
Give me 1 second. Let me take a look, girl.
But my thing is, y'all know I don't miss nothing. Like as soon as it comes
when
out,
it came to
I am
Johnny
there.
Depp, it was rare. I mean, except for Kate Moss, maybe Winona Ryder. I mean, there's some that we remember Johnny with, but Amber Heard was kind of like that went under the radar for me.
Right. Oh, and those of y'all out in all these comment sections talk about I want him to get back with Winona. We all do, but Winona is married. And for those y'all going, no, she's not. Yes, she is.
When?
She's in the Upside Down.
She's been married for years.
Again, when? Girl, I didn't even know this chick was married.
Yeah,
not
she
the
married.
Sheriff Hopper, not the Hopper.
Nope.
But
she was in it.
Like I said, she is so forgettable.
But we can't. And they put her next. And they put her next to our girl.
We're about to
you
get
see who they
Winona
put her
in
next to?
Beetlejuice 2. So
oh yeah, we are getting Beetlejuice 2 with Winona. So I'm all the way here for it. But
y'all see who they put her next to?
Yeah, I see. We just gonna leave it alone.
It's all right. It's all right.
D-Mac, y'all both know because after I see any of these movies, I talk to y'all about it. I honestly did not. Y'all know if I would have recognized that she was in any of these movies, I'd have had some complaints. That goes to show she's forgettable. But when they kept
those tears.
Yep. When they kept talking about her donations coming from Forbes.com, Musk likely paid portion of Amber Heard's pledge ACLU donations, exec testifies. I'm just going to read you the key facts. When Depp and Heard finalized their divorce in 2016, Depp paid Heard a $7 million settlement, which Heard said she would donate to charity, with half going to the ACLU and half going to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Keep in mind, up until this point, she had been a spokesperson and an ambassador for Elysium, the nonprofit charity that her sister was working for and who the founder of her sister stayed with for a while and who her sister confessed to in 4K about Amber being abusive. So Miss Elysium was like, oh, you're not going to donate nothing to us? Oh, baby, don't call me into court. What did she do? Messed up and had her sister bring it up. She got called into court and was asked, do you have any loyalty to anybody? No, ma'am. But let's go on. In a pre-recorded deposition, Terrence Daughtry, general counsel and COO of the ACLU, said 4 donations were made. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. Pay close attention. Said 4 donations were made in Heard's name. In Heard's name, not by her. $350,000 directly from Heard made in 2016, a $100,000 check from Johnny Depp, $500,000 from a fund, and $350,000 from another fund, according to Insider. Daughtry believes the $500,000 payment came from a fund linked to Musk, who Heard dated briefly after her marriage to Depp ended. Musk emailed an ACLU executive in 2016 on Heard's behalf and said she would donate the money over a 10-year period, though she never signed a pledge prepared for her by the organization, Daughtry said, according to Insider and Deadline.
Now he made a Tesla Amber version. Part of the X-Force.
So basically, you didn't do what you said you were going to do. So why were you expecting people to believe you?
And when you don't, here's the thing. Signing the pledge card is a legal binding document. If you don't sign it, technically you never have to pay the money. She pulled a trick out of the Trump book. Where Trump has historically, and I'm talking, when I say Trump in this instance, I am blanketly saying the Trump family because they've all done it. From the original Fred Trump, let's take Fred Jr. out of that because he seems to be the only person out of his family that didn't commit any fraud, wasn't a conner, honest, wasn't a grifter. Okay?
Really?
May God rest his soul. He went on to be an airplane pilot. He wanted no parts of that business. That's why his daddy couldn't stand him and gave Donald Trump yeah, we can go into that later because Chris knows the research I've done into the Trump
and the niece Mary.
Yeah, I deep dove into them because that was my very first live.
Mary's funny.
Yeah, the very first time I went live on TikTok, I had Chris on the phone with me before you could do dual lives, and we were breaking down the Republican National Conference with all the information that I had, and I was even reading excerpts.
You had the full Mary layout with highlights.
Oh yeah, I got all the books, all the research. But the thing about it is, if you don't sign the pledge card, you can publicly say that you did anything. Just like look at the grift that Elon Musk perpetrated on the UN. Look at the grift that Elon Musk is currently perpetrating on the United States, acting like he's such a good guy, like he donated technology to the Ukraine, but the United States government paid him to do it. They came to him and was like, hey, can you send this technology over here? They need it. We will give you X amount of money.
Well, that's like the dude from Facebook saying he was going to donate something and then donate it to a place that he owns.
The difference between, like, when you think of Jeff Bezos and when you think of Elon Musk, as far as, I know there's a lot of people that think they're behind, that he's really like been in the room when they're talking about like engineer stuff, and we know he's not. The one guy in history that I know that really participated in changing things with his money was probably Howard Hughes, because he actually experienced things and made changes when it came to automatic beds, wheelchairs, certain things with aviation. He was hands-on with the engineers. These guys,
they couldn't tell you what a socket was.
Yeah, so for them to for people to give them any sort of credit for, Teslas or anything like that, you're really going up the wrong tree. You really got to do. Yeah.
Elon Musk was not one of the original co-founders of Tesla. He contributed nothing to the technology or innovations of Tesla. He decided to invest in the company and then bulldoze the original co-founders out, and he took credit, which we all know, if he does not finagle his way out of this Twitter deal, which he is working hard to get himself out of, he will do the same thing. He will rewrite the script, because let's not forget, he is a European South African, because that is how they are classified over there.
Yep.
They do not call themselves African. They do not that distinction. So those of y'all going, well, the richest man on earth is African. Nope, he's European. He will rewrite the script, and he'll try to convince everybody that he created Twitter. Twitter had been his all along. You crazy. And he'll scrub the internet of everything that he possibly could do. And that's why he hates people like me that realizes the internet is forever. When you think you have scrubbed everything, baby, you have not.
He pulled the Ray Kroc move. He bopped out the originals and tried to erase them out and say, this is my baby, and take all the rewards. And yeah, that's a Ray Kroc move.
And when people ask me, because over the years, I've had people come to me, oh, let's merge companies, or I'll buy you out, you can retire.
No, I'm good.
Now, do I have any of my children that are interested in IT? No. Do I have other family members that are interested in IT and that are currently in STEM programs? Yes. Would I gladly pass that on to, even if it skips a generation and goes to the tiny humans, if I can no longer run my company? Yes. Am I fully okay and prepared that the day that I leave this earth and transition unto the ancestors, that my company is no more? Yes, because I would rather do that than have somebody buy me out, take over, and act as if I never existed.
think a tiny human would be good to
I'm pretty much thinking that it will be Kyra that will take over my business. Because let's
So
not forget that when she was here every day,
glue to your
after
hip.
me explaining 2 or 3 things to her, she really felt that she was my boss and started telling me I was doing stuff wrong. Now, were there times that she was correct because I was a little sleepy and I was on the road to making a mistake? Yes. Did she have to be as rude as she was in telling me? No. But did I understand because she was spending every day of her life with me? Mm-hmm. Is that how she earned the name Tiny Muscalini? 100%. But let's dive into this net worth here.
That was from she's from the Incredibles.
my favorite part. My favorite part.
So this
What?
came through. I only got a chance to kind of skim through it before we went live because it was literally sent to me right before it was time to go live. So this is going to be new to all of us.
It's a video.
Oh,
I'm probably not going to be able
this
to
is
see.
from Stylecaster. Sorry, some of these articles, sometimes it's at the top where it's from, sometimes it's buried in the middle. It's weird. Amber Heard's net worth reveals how much she'll lose after she was found guilty of defaming Johnny. After her defamation case with Johnny Depp, there has been a lot of interest in Amber Heard's net worth, whether she can afford the millions of dollars in damages she was ordered to pay him. Heard, whose full name is Amber Laura Heard, was born April 22nd. Ooh, that is too close to my damn birthday. Jesus!
Wait a minute.
She
Taurus.
out here making Tauruses
A
look bad?
Taurus.
Oh,
wait.
hell
We're making
no.
an official trade. We're making a trade.
Don't look at me.
She's a Taurus up for sale.
Go, send them up to
She
Pisces.
didn't have a zodiac
We'll sell it. We'll sell her to Rachel Dolezal.
She got to be a Virgo acting like this. Hold up. April 22nd, 1986 in Austin, Texas. Oh, she from Texas. That makes sense.
I don't know why you didn't see that.
She dropped out of high school to move to Los Angeles to pursue an acting career. Heard went on to star. Oh, she didn't star in the movie. Friday Night Lights, North Country, and Spin before her big break in 2006's All the Boys Love Mandy Lane.
What?
Don't look at me. I don't know a thing.
I don't know that.
That was
Wait,
her
Friday Night Lights. What, the show or the movie?
It said movies like Friday Night Light. I don't recall. Okay,
I don't remember her in that.
And I have no idea what this movie All the Boys Love Mandy Lane is.
Okay.
Do y'all know?
She must have been like in the background somewhere.
And then it says her success continued with movies like Pineapple Express, The Joneses, Zombieland, and Magic Mike XXL before her debut as Mira in DC Extended Universe's Aquaman franchise in 2018. She was in Magic Mike.
Yeah.
The second one, not the first one.
And can't even get along with Aquaman. Make that make sense. I mean, come on.
I'm pretty sure it was like 2 scenes.
Well, hold on. Wait a second.
How you be an Aquaman and can't get along with Aquaman? Come on.
It's possible.
She wasn't like on the other force. She wasn't on the other side fighting against him. She was supposed to be on his side. No connection. None at all.
She was paid $1 million for Aquaman and $2 million for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, with bonuses based on the movie's performance at the box office. She also confirmed that her contract was for a 3-movie deal, which also included Justice League. The numbers are still less than the $15 million salary Jason Momoa, who played Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, in the Aqua movie made for the first movie, according to Cosmopolitan. As for the other actors in the DC Extended Universe, Forbes reported in 2016 that Henry Cavill made $14 million for his role as Clark Kent / Superman in 2013's Man of Steel, while Gal Gadot made $300,000 for her role as Diana Prince / Wonder Woman in 2017's Wonder Woman, and $10 million for 2020's Wonder Woman 1984, according to Variety. Deadline reported in 2017 that Ben Affleck, who played Bruce Wayne / Batman in movies like Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Justice League, made between $10 million and $20 million for the role. Variety also reported in 2021 Robert Pattinson was paid $3 million for his role as Bruce Wayne / Batman in The Batman. Amber Heard's net worth is, can we get a drum roll, please? $8 million, according to the Celebrity Net Worth. So she got $7 million in a divorce settlement from Johnny Depp in around 2016, 2017. Now, you know, when you make that much money, you have financial advisors, accountants that put you in tier-based, savings accounts, so your money makes money for you. She got paid $1 million for the first Aquaman movie. Girl, you're losing money quicker than you can make it. You're about to be broke. You're about to be on the street. You better go sucky ducky Elon and give him his daughter back that you had from them stolen embryos, and maybe he'll still pay some of your bills. You about to be on welfare, sister girl. You gotta, at the bare minimum, you gotta pay $8.25 million, and you only worth $8 million. And you just went and bought a house in the midst of the trial?
And she can't keep track of her turds.
A family that prays together will.
Yeah, they're doing
We'll drop turds together.
I mean, seriously, I'm like, girl, what you doing? You sitting here spending money faster than you can make it, and now you got to pay more money.
You're supposed to do things to make it grow.
And my thing is, let's not forget the cocaine head, mushroom head, weed head. I'm not talking about Johnny Depp. I'm talking about Amber Heard. And no, I'm not spreading rumors or falsehoods. These are things that came out of her mouth that she routinely did. And the girl even had a portion of her bachelorette party the night before her wedding where she literally put on the itinerary, bring in the drugs. I am not joking. Everything is up on courttv.com. It's up on YouTube on their page. Go back and double check. Y'all know I'm not going to bring you no lies, no deception, no nothing. But Johnny Depp is worth $150 million. Now y'all see why she did what she did. Final thoughts, gentlemen.
Yeah,
you about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job.
Court TV loves Kentucky nerds.
They do. Well, except for when I joined the little group chatty chats, and I joined them on Twitter, they don't seem to like that too much. So I decided to stop doing that because Twitter is the one place that I haven't been like put in jail or suspended or banned. So I'm trying to tread lightly over there, especially if the sale with Elon Musk goes through. After all that I said,
I know there's a lot of stuff we didn't get to because there's some other hot topics in the world of entertainment that need addressing too, but. Yeah, this took front stage. Obviously, we didn't know that this was going to drop on us so quick, but the jury said we are not waiting for this. We're getting ready to go into a weekend, and we want a couple of days to relax and chill.
Yeah, because the prediction said that it was going to be Friday. So let me share with y'all. Now, these two know how I prepare and how I.
Here we go. Here we go.
Even when people send, when y'all send me stuff, I literally,
yes,
whether it's a week in advance or several weeks in advance, I break it down.
It's
so broken. Today, I literally text Chris the verdict's in.
Yeah, right.
Like, we got to change the whole thing for tonight.
Yeah, I was at work. I was already getting some videos. I sent you a couple videos on something else relating to the Obi-Wan and other things, and I was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, we had a whole different thing, and I was like, we got to change the whole platform.
Because I will say this, that Obi-Wan, that's some crazy mess what people are doing out there, talking about our girl over there on the show. We got to address that you got to address that.
We're going to address that next week because I got your videos that you sent me. I had some videos. Some of our regulars sent me articles.
Yes.
And different stuff.
Number one, that show is well cast. It's awesome. And they need to chill out, leave them people alone. You all cheer when there's hammerheads and walrus faces, but yet you're going to question excellent actress that happens to have dark skin. Come on, people.
The thing about it is, you cannot be a Star Wars fan.
What?
You have an issue.
What do you mean?
Melanated people. Tune in next week. We'll break it down for you.
Okay, good.
The whole premise of Star Wars is fighting against depression.
Yes.
Well, it's no better than when they cast what's her name to play Ariel in the live action movie for Little Mermaid. People still mad about it.
Halle Bailey.
Yeah, Halle.
Right.
People still mad. They still mad.
They would have been mad. They casted.
I'm like, first of all,
Latinas.
Kendata isn't black. Kendata isn't black.
I was like, first of all, it's a mermaid, a mythical creature that does not exist at all.
What do you mean, D? Some people says it does.
Well, let's not forget. Let's not forget that there's a whole Night Skin saga going on across all social media platforms because somebody decided to be racist because some animes that are being played in the United States that need voiceover actors, a few of the voiceover actors happen to be black, as if you would know while listening to the voiceovers. But somebody was like, I can't believe you would let the Night Skins do this. And just in true black people fashion, we were like, oh, we like this. We have turned it into a whole manga. Somebody is about to come out with their own anime with it. We have a whole Dungeons and Dragons category on it now. Yeah, we done took it over. Don't play with us. But as always, gentlemen, thank you for joining me. And like I said before, you all keep in mind, for the first time ever, there will be a pre-recorded show talking about the topics I couldn't finish last night and the topics, well, most of the topics we were going to deal with tonight, dropping at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those of you all that are not Eastern Standard Time, please don't start messaging me at your time, 2 p.m., telling me I'm late. I said Eastern Standard Time. Not Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Eastern Standard. Okay?
Mountain Standard Time?
You start messing with me and messaging me.
We're on the Commonwealth time.
Lordy Jesus, I can't.
You need to just check to see if they bringing my precious Caribbean Fest back. Okay? Till next time. Can't with my friends. My friends be normal.
We are the champions.